Good evening, and welcome back to Foundry. We have a problem. The sun is setting. Obviously, I've turned on the day-night cycle. Got to address that. But we don't have the. I made a mistake in the last episode. I made a mistake. I said that solar panels do not care about the line of sight to the sun, and that's kind of true when it comes to like this building here. They don't get blocked by this building, which is fine, which is why I'm like, oh yeah, no, they don't bother. They don't worry about that. But they do get blocked by foundation. So, boop. No sun. No sun being generated here. No power at all. Line of sight is blocked to the sun. Yeah. And the sun apparently goes down at 9 p.m. Solar panels stop working at 8, or start working again at 8 a.m. But these actually, at about 4 p.m., stop working. Why is that here? Because the sun's in the way here. There's a few weird things about the sun. One, it goes from south to north. It rises over there, and it goes over the sky, and that's down there. Which is weird. Also, the sun's position in the sky. It's a nice little touch. This is a nice touch that the devs have done this. If you go back to your home point to 0 by 0, so if you're if you go to the coordinates here and go to 0 by 0, the sun will go overhead. It will start in the south, and it will go up, and it will go overhead, and it will go back down again. If you move away from that, the sun's position in the sky does move. So we've moved further south. So now the sun goes up and it goes over there. It's almost overhead, but it's just slightly off. It goes over there, and that's over there, which is quite nice. The sun may not start in the direct south. It may start there and go overhead. But either way, it starts in the south, which is weird. Also, the sun's there, right? We can see the sun. And it's got light trailing off of it there. But anyway, let's just ignore that. So this doesn't work. This doesn't work. So yeah, but it's a nice little touch. It does there. It's a nice touch that the sun in the sky moves around. So if you fly far away, the sun will be at different positions. Even if the sun goes down below the horizon, so you move too far away and you go down, daylight still happens and the sun is still directly overhead because shadows cast directly down. So yeah. Okay, how do I fix this? That is with my torch on. Wow, it's dark. Well, I could move these solar panels to be over here. This is the obvious place. If we move them over here, they're away from the building, so they'll get shine on time. The lights in the building don't require, they're sort of battery powered, so they don't require any power, so that's okay. But yeah, we can move the solar panels over here to charge solar panels and get that working properly. Also, by the time these run out, we've only basically a quarter charged the batteries, and then the batteries go flat by the time the sun even sets. So yeah, this uses just shy of 50 megawatts of power. It's like 47 something, and sometimes it's up a little bit, sometimes it's down, depending on. I don't think everything's running at once because we've overbuilt some bits and pieces. So if I round it up to 50 just to make life easy, I would need to store 50 megawatts of power overnight. And I don't remember what the... Yes, see, 46.9 megawatts is currently trying to use. But that does jump up. I've seen it as high as 48. So, yeah. So I think that's because some of the distillers and things aren't running because they're full. So they're just disabled. But, yeah. So how much power would I need to store? So the solar panels go off at 8 p.m. and start again at 8 a.m. So for 12 hours, we need store enough to run 50 megajoules of power. I do not know what the conversion rate is. I have been told it several times by people in comments on streams and other bits and pieces, and I do not remember. Bear me a moment. I shall consult the Google. Okay, so a megajoule is a megajoule is megawatt hours times 3,600 apparently, because of how time and things work. So we need to store 180,000 megajoules. We currently have 10,000. Each battery stores 250. So, 180 to 3 divided by 250. We need 720 batteries to run this overnight. Is that right? Jeez. Wow. Maybe solar's not the way to go. maybe solar with this is not the way to go. Yeah, and I'd obviously want to charge that in an 8-hour period, which means I would need to have 100 megawatts of power being generated as well, and these do 650 kilowatts. So it's we need 50 megawatts, so 50,000. Is that right? Yeah. Divided by 650. We would need 76, which is what we figured out, but we need to double that because we need to charge the batteries as well during the day because they need to be charged as well. So we would need 155 solar panels, 154 solar panels to keep this running all the time, and 720 batteries. Wow. I mean, we can do that. I could do it right here and just plug it in. What sort of space would that use? 720 batteries. What sort of space would that use? And these are 5 by 3. So if I had them, say 10, that's 30. And then they do 72, so 72 times 5, that would be 360 blocks. That's not all that far. That's not actually all that far. 360 blocks. It's a long way, don't get me wrong. So it's that 10 times. So it's like this building, that's a lot. But we can stack them up high and then put the solar panels on top. Is how big of an area the solar panels need. They are 5 by 5. And we need 154. What is 154? So we need a 62 by 62 area over here with solar panels on it. I say. And I found that out, but you find out how many solar panels you need. Boom. And you square root it. Oh, yeah, and then you times it by 5. So 100 square root 154 times 5 is 62. So that means we'd need a 62 by 62 area, and then we can put 154 solar panels in that. Roughly. Yeah, you have to round up to the nearest 5 actually, so it'd have to be 65 by 65 area, just to make sure it all fits in there. So 65 divided by 5 would be 13. 13 times 13 is 169. 12 times 12 is 144, so it's 12 times 13, isn't it? Yeah, 12 times 13. So 12 solar panels, 13 long. I'd probably actually want to do it, well, if I did it 12, because these are 5, then you could put 12 batteries underneath it. So I've got like 5 calculators open now. Hold on, we're figuring this out. So it's 12 along, so it's 12 long, and then 13 long. So that would be 13 times 5 divided by 3 means we'd get 21 batteries in that. And obviously you can times that by 12 because it's 12 wide. We get 252 batteries. We need to make 3 floors of batteries if we did that. We need a building with 3 floors of batteries, all connected up, and then a 12 by 13 building. well, 12 solar panels, 12 sorry, not 12 by 13 building, 12 solar panels across by 13 solar panels long, so it's 12 times 5, 12 times 5, that's 60, it's 60 by 65 building. We can do that, let's do that. I was just trying to figure out, basically trying to figure out whether it's worth the doing it or whether it would be too much. It's too big. Boom. Let's put it in the floor. Yeah. Okay. So how big is this building? It is 34, so it's going to be twice as wide. So so there's 30. So it's 68. So it's going to be the same length, but twice as wide. Yeah. Same length, but twice as wide. Okay. Well, let me... let me copy... Oops. I always forget the copy mod can go larger, can't it? Yeah. Oh. Oh well. Yeah, 34 by 68. We want it to be less and more and whatever than that, so I want to be 65. It does need a little bit of infrastructure, so I might make it 68, put the solar panels in, and then we can do a bit on the end, or make it too smaller so it's 66. Let's do that. Can I 66, there you go. And it wants to be then 60 wide. So let's also shrink this down to 30 here. I'm just copying this, so confirm copy. Oh, there you go. So that I can slap it down somewhere. Oh no, hang on. No, this is fine. Hold on. I need to make sure it's lined. I want it lined up with the building. Can't put it here, obviously, because there's stuff in the way. 1980. Look at that. Nice. So, boop. That one in there and one in there. Is that right? Yep. There we go. Okay. So, bring that over. Bring it down. Bring it over. I can put it like literally the other side of the. It can start right here. That'll be fine. Yeah, there's the these are offset ever so slightly, so should have started these further down to make them lined up beautifully, but I didn't. Okay, and then if we go repeat it that way, boom, 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 will be that many there. We can clear all the vegetation, all the bits and pieces, and all the other bits and pieces away, like so, and then we can go paste. Boop. There we go. Awesome. Okay. So this will have to have batteries on it, and I need to go and get way more batteries than we currently have. Yeah. So if I put them in by one, is that right? I think that's right. So this should go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Wow. 7, 8, 9. Wow. Easier to actually do when I'm landed because you can just point directly at the end of the buildings and they kind of snap up. And I've lost count now because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, you're actually off the edge of the. That would make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then yeah, and then this actually wants to be extended by 2 more because we're leaving a 1 gap around the outside for things like power lines and stuff. So, and then if I was to copy that, go in by 1, and then say confirm copy and place, and then I need to repeat it 13 times. Well, not 13 times, repeat it as many times as I can get in here. Blah, blah. I might go one more, and then add another thing down the end, which does make it slightly larger than that building there now. Let's nudge it over by 1. Like that. Yeah, and then that will line up with the building fine. So we've expanded it a little bit. That. So, okay, let's remove the batteries again. Okay. How many is that? How many batteries is that? That is 264. 720 divided by 264 is 2.7. So we need to do this 3 times. I also need to connect all the power lines up to it, which is a bit of a pain, but I wonder if I could. Wait a minute. No. Right, cancel. I wonder if I could put the batteries in, connect them all up with power. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Try again. So make connection between the two of them. Boom, like that. Okay, and then if I copy and paste those along, they'll have all the power lines connected. And then all I have to do is go to this end and go every other one connects up, and then that one, every other one connects up, and they're all connected beautifully because they can all daisy chain and everything can be fine and beautiful and dandy, and there can be much rejoicing. Okay. So, confirm, copy and place, and do. Oh, hello. Nope, I've messed it up. Yep, I've messed it up. Yes, because we need to go to the edge, don't we? Yes, because the batteries are a different size to the other ones. Well, I don't know. Give me that back. So I need 240 power lines and 264 batteries. Let me grab 700 batteries and also 150 solar panels, and we'll be right back. Okay, so batteries. I got the batteries. I've replaced this with a large storage because we're going to need more batteries, and it's not getting any more batteries in it because this pipe is empty. Because if we follow the line back to here, this reservoir has dried up. Fortunately, we have one right next door, so that's not a major problem, but so we need to go and sort that out there. Also, I think I messed up my calculations for how much power we need. I think I'm underestimating it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Hopefully someone in the comments already commented, mentioned that I've got it wrong, or maybe if thank you if you have, because I'm clearly uneducated enough on this. We need... The building uses 50 megawatts. We need 50 megawatts stored for 8 hours. Now, 50 megawatts for 8 hours... I figured out 50 megawatt hours is 180,000 megajoules. But if we're using 50 megawatts, does that mean we're using 50 megawatts an hour? Does that mean I'm only storing enough for 1 hour? Not 8 hours? Do I need to times it by 8? Or what? I am very confused as to what I was doing there. I don't know. I've lost the plot on that one. So right under here somewhere, loop, there is a reservoir over here, but it's underground. It's at height approximately 54. That's annoying. That's annoying. Ooh, I know of a way that we could possibly do that. There's two ways. One way we could drill a tunnel down and go across to it and figure that one out that way. That would probably be the safer way of doing things. But on the opposite side to that, we could just drill a hole straight down. Literally, these oil pumps need one hole where the little drill bit is in there. See it spinning there? They need one hole down to the top of the oil, and that's it. That's all they need. So I could drill 5 holes, boom, and then just put them on top. They could sit on top of the water. That would be fine. I don't know. Or I could get the new explosive charges and try something with those. Plus, we can change this up now anyway, because there have been changes to these. They now daisy chain their power, so much better. And we can change the power system because the power system has changed as well. Let me. Do I have my scanner on me? Did I put it in a box? Might have put it in a box. I think I put it in a box. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to rely on good old-fashioned drilling straight down. There might be an idea. Let's go to 1 to 1. Let's right. So what I need to do is, first and foremost, actually put in the like a grid of like these, and I don't know where it exactly is, so I need to figure it out. So let's just pick a spot here. Go down, and then drill out. I think this is going to be the best way to do things. It's kind of weird, but it does actually work. So go down. We're going to go down to 54. Fortunately, we're a robot, so we don't breathe. So there's no worry about that. So 60. Boom. There you go. So we're at 62. There you go. There it is. There. Okay. So if I now zoom out of this. All the way to the surface, the loop like that, and then I put in a derrick on top, which is kind of awkward to do. Now I think about it, there you've got to kind of put them in up against the side like that. Boom, and see it turns green, so it's happy. And then if we go under here again, look, you'll see down, drilling out. Beautiful. Nice and easy. I do not think very often that I can just remove that and put one there. No, because you can't actually, there's no reservoir below it. So I'm going to have to do this, and then Oh no, I want to do this, don't I? Yeah. So there should be a hole there. Hole there. Is that right? Doop and doop. And fill in those ones. And then you would go. I need to put in blocks so I can put you up against the edge of the block. So you would go there, and the next one will go. Yeah. Okay. So I just need to fill in or dig out a couple of holes all the way down to the oil. Hey, the oil is back on. I moved the power to run down the pipe all the way over to the oil over there. So plum plum plum. There we go. This is working. We are getting oil in. This is filling this tank. We're actually making enough of the products we need to do the things because I've added so much more onto this than it was originally planned to do. So yeah, but I'm not going to change it now. I'm not going to update this and change bits pieces. It can just run slower. It can just run slower. I'm really not kind of bothered. We're closer to ending this than I am to wanting to rebuild things with stuff. So yeah. Plus, I'm really not happy with this. It needs a complete rebuild to be done properly. And my idea of doing the individual places with everything in place, that's looking at the power requirements. I would need a BB has I would need a central power generation place and then run cables around everywhere, which would work better than trying to do everything in situ at the location. So yeah, we're going to carry on with it. I will get the I'll at least get the firing bots working 100% of the time, and then I'm going to reassess whether I want to continue or not. I'm not happy with this, and I don't know whether it's shown in the videos for a little while, but I'm kind of going through the motions because I want to get it done, but part of me doesn't want to get it done. It's just like, yeah, we've done this. We've seen all the 2.0 stuff. The galactic market is a lot of fun, but I would need to, if I want to take over the galactic market, I would need to absolutely change my product making, because yeah, you need a lot. You need a lot if you want to try and take over everywhere. You need a real lot. So yeah, we're still at the bottom with nothing after a long time. So we'll get it done. And then we'll reassess how it wants to go. I don't know if I want to continue. That's the thing. I don't know. Kind of, yeah. Okay, let's have a see here.
Machines making machines, how inspiring. With this magnificent piece of engineering, we'll mass produce robots on an entirely different scale. Good point. Compared to our production capabilities, our smelting capabilities feel meager. The archive shows a blueprint of an impressive building, the blast furnace. We need it now.
Ah, yes, the blast furnace. And also underground ore vein mining, which we're not going to do because we're actually buying everything from the galactic market, so I don't need to worry about any of that stuff. So, yeah. But okay, let's go back here. Boop. Let's paste these in. Boop. There you go. I then need to grab these, and I need to go basically you to there. Interestingly, the mod, I guess it follows the cable tension setting that I currently have, because it's put all the cables in black rather than taut. Might be a small problem, but that's okay. There you go. So there's all those batteries there. I'm just going to slap solar panels on top of them. I think we could absolutely build this up and put in there. But I'm just going to slap solar panels on top of these. So, so let's see here. So let's go. That's interesting. What? You can. I don't think that's intended. I don't think you're supposed to be able to build inside that one. I think you're supposed to build on top of it, aren't you? Like that. Yeah. That's what I thought. Well, that's fine. No. Don't need the sports in the corners. But I want them. I want them. Okay, so let's put in some solar panels. I don't know where I need to start these. I think we can do it one in. Yep, there you go. Does that there. Awesome. Right. Let's change this to be tense. We'll see what the blueprint mod does for them if I have the cable thing set to tense. Okay, so I can if I did that and then that. Well, actually, nope, get rid of that. Put in a tool one. A cable from there to there. Okay. Yep, cool, cool. Right, so K, select an area. Like that, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Beautiful. Copy and place. And then we want to go 13 times if we can, provided I've got this. Yes, we can. It fits right to the edge, so it's almost perfect. Paste those. It doesn't. It does it. It does it. So it doesn't do it tense. Okay. Okay. So the mod only puts it in slacked, which means just for conformity's sake, I'm going to put all of them in slacked. So yeah, well, that one's going to be a tense one, and then the rest is going to be slacked. So unfortunately, because it's connected them all up already, we just do the same thing. We just go, oh, I've run out of panels. Really? No. Oh no. Oh no. That's okay. Cancel that. We can go and get some more because we have some more being made down here. And place those in. Ba-doop. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. And then all we have to do is go back to wherever we were here. And then there you go. Okay, now you guys are not going to be charged at all, but if I look at the grid data, we have 156 solar panels, 264 batteries. Beautiful. Just need to run the power up the building. Let's remove this side over here. These guys that we did. And we will run the power along. Do that. Doop. Doop. Come down. And again. Make the cable tighter. Doop and doop. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Now our grid. Click. Boop. Has 198 solar panels, 274 batteries, and we'll see how it does in daytime. Hopefully, it'll be able to charge the batteries, run everything, and be fantastic. Okay, so it is daytime. It is going. I did mess up slightly on the time. The actual, they don't stay up for 12 hours. They don't go at 8 and come back at 8. They come up at 8 and go at 7. So you only get 11 hours of sunlight. So that's a bit awkward, but okay. Also, I can't read properly. So I figured this all out, and I bet some people have commented already. Thank you if you have. That I read the small batteries at 250 megajoules, not the large batteries at 1,000. So we need 4 times less, which is why when I looked here and it said 270,000, I'm like, huh? What? But this is not going to charge because we don't have enough solar panels to charge this. It's not even going to get a quarter of the way, I don't think, by the time day goes by. So I've miscalculated something somewhere. So yeah, although that is double what it would be now. But then if it doesn't get a quarter of the way, it still wouldn't have charged anyway. So I don't know. Very confused. Very, very confused. Doesn't matter how high you go as well. The sun sets and rises at the same sort of time. So, and I even went back to the base to find out whether changing the position changes the sunlight times. It doesn't. It doesn't. They go down at 7 p.m. So, yeah. Okay. The solar panels stop at 7 p.m. The sun goes down at 9 p.m. Nighttime is extremely dark on this game, and also there is a giant planet there. We're a moon of a planet, and we have our own moon. There is a moon that goes around at night. Weird. Very weird. Very weird. It's still odd that it goes from the south to the north. But anyway, yeah. The game is very dark at night time. I don't particularly like having the day-night cycle enabled. I prefer just playing during the day. It's just subjectively better to view and record and everything. So yeah. But okay, we're gonna leave this one here, and I will make a decision as to whether I wish to continue or not. I know I should go and build the rest of these things here, but I think it's just going to be a copy-paste, essentially. It's going to be copy-paste these and tweak some machines to change what goes in there, because just some machines need a few little different things. Most of them will require the same stuff, so we can just copy that whole building and paste it and copy this. In fact, copy the whole shebang here, and then all we need to do is go and do thermalite down below to make whatever we need for the thermalite stuff. I think all robots require thermalite, right? Thermalite, ferrite. Okay, no, only 2 of them require thermalite. Is that right? Yep, you don't have no thermalite. You do. You do. And you do. Okay, so no, only one of them doesn't. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The farm bots don't require thermalite, but they're using thermalite. They all require thermalite, because thermalite is probably used in something that I'm not paying attention to. Robots? Yeah, it's used in robots. Okay, so they all need thermalite, so we'd have to do the underground bit as well, which is fine. We can do that, but that would just be a copy-paste, and we'll go somewhere else, and then go somewhere else, and go somewhere else. So, but I just don't know if I want to. That's the big thing, but I will figure that out myself. Here we go. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I would not, if I was going back, do this again. I would have a central power system and then run cables out everywhere. I don't think I'd even do this again, to be honest with you. It's a fun little project to build, but I'd prefer it all spread out. I'd much rather prefer the things being spread out and being shipped in from places. So, but anyway, until next time, as always, have fun.